Your mom and your girlfriend have switched bodies. The only way to turn them back is to... Nah. I asked people to submit their most difficult, devious, and detailed would you rathers, and they did not disappoint. The sheer amount of questions that involved honey packets or big black oily men were crazy, and I could not include those. So today I'm gonna answer them. You can play along with me. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, play along with me. These are pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. I had a good time doing them though. I wanna do more. So there is a link for more would you rathers, and don't worry, there's another link for confessions if you wanna add that too. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Would you rather be a successful YouTuber or a successful businessman? To make things more interesting, if you chose the first option, you're guaranteed success as a YouTuber. You'll have millions of followers and you'll be a part of people's childhoods, among other things. The problem is that after some time, fate will force you to find the younger audience more attractive. This feeling is imposed by fate, and no matter what you do, you cannot escape it. You will try to connect with them, but thankfully, every time you do, someone will catch you and expose your intentions to the world. You'll be like EDP but worse, and this will continue indefinitely until old age catches up with you. On the other hand, if you chose to be a successful businessman, you will also be guaranteed success. I don't know what it's like to be a successful businessman, but just know that you'll have lots of money and material possessions. The catch is that fate will ensure that everyone you currently love will come to hate you. To make matters worse, fate will have you sneak-owed every time you try to have a love life by someone who seems to be better than you in every way, except for making money. I'm successful either way. Liking kids, people hating me. I'm taking the businessman. I'd rather have people hate me than fate forcing me to like children. YouTube is my dream, but if fate is gonna force me to do that, I'm gonna be a businessman. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone I currently love, I mean, yeah, that'll hurt, but I'm taking the businessman. I'm trying to find a question that doesn't have back shots in it. Would you rather have invisibility or telekinesis, but they have devious drawbacks? If you chose invisibility, of course, you would have to be butt booty naked in order to be completely invisible, but you are visible on camera. So if you get caught on camera, you will be bare-cheeked when that video is played back. Every day for 1 hour, your face is globally broadcasted as the most wanted, and the reward is 10 million for your dead body. So you might want to use that ability of yours. On top of that, you smell terrible. I'm talking Discord mod who hasn't left his gaming chair in 2 weeks, not even for a bathroom break. So you have a green aura and flies around you that we can see, and it only goes away when you stop using your power. If you chose telekinesis, you get throbbing headaches whenever you use your power. Both of your arms have been amputated, so you kinda have to use your power. Your powers are very unstable, so it's pretty hard to grip things. It also puts a lot of physical strain on your body whenever you use your power, especially heavy things. Plus, just for the heck of it, whatever happens to the items you lock onto happens to you. So if you use your powers on a glass bottle and it shatters, you shatter. Jeez, man. I kind of want to keep my arms, bro. I don't know. What if I just want to drink some water out of a glass and I have no arms, so I have to use my powers, and I have a throbbing headache because of it? And for the invisibility one, I'm hunted every day for 1 hour. A green aura and flies, and I have to be naked. At least I have infinite invisibility. It's not just a limited invisibility, but dude, they're talking Discord mod who hasn't left his chair in 2 weeks. So if I try to hide, they're gonna smell me. It's gonna leave a trail, bro. I mean, I could hide in plain sight, like a disguise or something. I don't know if I know what hour it is every day. I might have to go to Dr. Miami, get a whole different face. Cause if I get a different face, I'll keep my arms. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of hard. This is so devious. Who came up with this? I don't want to lose my arms. I'm taking invisibility. Would you rather be force-fed a gallon of bleach, but every time you make a reaction, you get gut punched, but the person hitting you is a bloodlusted Superman? So imagine what happened to Joker at the end of Injustice 1. That's what's gonna happen to you. Or be at the back of a human centipede, but the person who made the human centipede is feeding the front person live leeches and laxatives every minute of the day. So at the end, you have to go through it every minute as well. And if you try breaking free, he will take a burning rod and cover it in barbed wire and beat you with it until you pass out. I'm not gonna be part of the human centipede, that's all I know. Bloodlusted Superman, the gallon of bleach is already a guaranteed death. That's not a good way to go, so I mean, I'm taking the first option, but I'm not gonna die to the bleach. I'm gonna have to make a reaction on purpose and be gut punched by Superman. How many people can say that they died by a bloodlusted Superman? Not many people. That's tough, I'm not gonna lie. The first drop of bleach that hits my mouth, I'm getting gut punched and just dying in a second, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and suffer through a human centipede. Whether you're the second person or at the back, I'm not doing that, it's terrible. I'm taking my chances with Superman, bro. Would you rather be trapped in a mall for 24 hours with a T-Rex or 20 pit bulls? Now, to make things more interesting, if you chose the first option, this particular T-Rex doesn't have short arms, but very long ones instead. And just for the heck of it, let's throw in some opposable thumbs on there too. It's bloodlusted and actively hunting you. Now, there is a sword hidden somewhere in the mall, but it could be anywhere, so you kinda have to go out and explore. I would tread carefully though, because all of the T-Rex's senses are heightened. Oh yeah, and every hour a little chip in your neck makes an ear-splitting sound letting it know exactly where you are. So good luck trying to get some sleep. Bro, who came up with this? Now, if you chose the pit bulls, they are also bloodlusted and actively hunting you, pumped full of growth hormones and steroids, and just for the heck of it, they're twice their regular size. Now, you don't get a sword for this one, but you do get a kitchen knife, and every time you kill a pit bull, they'll drop something small like a cup, or one elbow pad, one knee pad. Nothing that'll actually protect you from the mad dogs chasing you, but hey, it's better than nothing. I feel like it's a little unfair, so they're blind, but their senses of smell and hearing are off the charts. Good luck. 20 pit bulls that are actively hunting me in a mall. I can't really hide because they can spread out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I would do? They would know my scent from my clothing. I would take off all my clothes and put them somewhere, and then put on some new clothes, and then go to like the perfume store and just cover myself in it. And that doesn't smell like me, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't smell anything like me. They'll smell my clothes, and then I'll just hide somewhere else. Whichever one I choose, that's what I'm doing. That's my first step. I still don't know which one I want to do, because this dude has long arms with opposable thumbs. He can reach out and grab me. That's kind of scary to think about. Bloodlusted. And there's a sword. I mean, it's a T-Rex. What is a sword gonna do against a T-Rex anyway? Even if it didn't have long arms, what am I doing with the sword? The chip in my neck, it's right here, and it's an ear-splitting sound. That's gonna hurt every hour, so I can't go to sleep. I gotta stay up for 24 hours. And this chip in my neck is like deafening me every single hour. Okay, I don't like that, but it's 20 pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? You can fool maybe like a few of them, but 20 of them, you're gonna fool 20 of them? They can't really climb. I don't think they can climb. But what structure in a mall can I even climb on? I've seen Ferris wheels in malls before. So if I could just hide in there, do I have prep time, or is it just like I get dropped in the mall and they're already in there? If I have time to prep, I can do this. I'm not taking into consideration that they're twice their regular size. That's a big dog, pumped full of steroids, so they're like swole body, 400, 500 pound pups. What is a kitchen knife gonna do? So yeah, both weapons won't do anything. And there's 20 of them. You could be like, okay, I'm just gonna hide from the T-Rex, but the chip in your neck. You could say you're gonna hide from the pit bulls, but it's 20 of them you have to hide against, not just one. They're blind, so I would use perfume to my advantage. I would spray everything in the same perfume. I would just like empty out the entire clip to overstimulate them. They wouldn't even know what it is. They can't see. So I'm taking the pit bulls. I'm not doing that chip in my neck. I'm not doing that. So pit bulls, I'm taking the pit bulls. Would you rather fight a human-sized fire-breathing chicken every time you open a door? Once a month. You have to punch it exactly 9,000 times in order for it to die. There's no knockback. It won't get injured while you're attacking it, and it will always know where you are. No hiding. Once 40 minutes pass and it's still not killed, you will have 3 more minutes to kill it, or it gains another buff. Shrinking. While it's shrunken, it'll still have its regular strength. Oh nah. Or have a cybernetic 12-foot, 3,000-pound gorilla with laser eyes break into your house once a month. Understand that you have to fight this thing with your bare fists. Any weapon or object that you use will instantly vanish. There's clearly a 0.1% survival chance, so let's say that you have 50% of the gorilla's strength and Spider-Man's agility, so that you could beat it. The gorilla is at 100% power at all times. Also, note that if you try to leave the house for both of these would you rathers, they will teleport to you in seconds, and the enemies stack if you don't kill them by the time another month passes. Good luck. 9,000 punches? That's a lot of punching. I can't hide, it always knows where I am. And it shrinks. I have 40 minutes to punch 9,000 times. Let's do the math on that. That's 3.75 punches per second. You know the amount of endurance I would need to have to do that? At that speed, for 40 minutes, doing that for 4 minutes is crazy. What? So I'd be exhausted. I don't know how small it's gonna be. Maybe like the size of a regular chicken. And it breathes fire. I didn't even talk about that. It breathes fire. 12-foot gorilla, 3,000 pounds with laser eyes. I have half the gorilla's strength, which is pretty awesome. Half the strength of a 12-foot, 3,000-pound gorilla. And Spider-Man's agility. What? I'm taking the gorilla. Because I don't think a 12-foot, 3,000-pound gorilla has a lot of agility. So if I can move like Spider-Man and I'm half as strong, I'm beating him. The gorilla for sure. because I'll have gorilla strength and I'll have Spider-Man's agility, just like out in the street. So that's pretty cool. So I'm taking the gorilla. Would you rather fight 100 babies or 1 grown man? Now, if you chose the babies, you won't have any legs and hands, and the babies will be armed with pens. But if you chose to fight the grown man, he gets a knife that's hot enough to probably melt you alive and you get nothing. So fight a man with a knife or 100 babies. I assume it's to the death. That doesn't seem fair now, does it? I get to fight a guy with a knife, a hot knife, and I get nothing? I'm not doing that. What? To melt me alive, he could just throw the knife at me and it's gonna scald me. Oh my goodness. No. Or 100 babies. I don't have any legs or hands. Notice how they said hands and not arms. So I still have arms but just no hands on the end of them. So I got nubs. Are they conscious babies? Are they aware that they're fighting me? If I have arms but no hands, I'm going out swinging, bro. It won't take a lot to get the babies. It's 100 of them. It's really an endurance game. I mean, I don't have any legs, so I can't really move around the stadium. But if I have arms, bro, they catching elbows, nubs. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm taking the babies. I can still like choke without my hands, you know what I'm saying? But fighting a dude with a knife, I get nothing? Nah. They catching these elbows, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Biting them, yeah. Would you rather eat a stink jar filled with animal droppings, grease, fat, pee, rotten food, spoiled milk, wet poop, and cigarettes filled to the brim and smells like something that came out of a farm and a stall with horses and sheep, with a bathroom with diarrhea in the toilet and not flush at the same time? Or eat a 120-year-old person that has never showered and their skin feels like sandpaper and smells like they just rotted to death in the microwave that just cooked the whole family's dinner. They're also going to be screaming through the whole thing and their blood is like expired milk, chunky and disgusting. And now you have to eat their hair, which has been through a lot, like dandruff, which is flying everywhere and never washed it. Now you can choose. Bro, who wrote this? You didn't have to make it that detailed, bro. What? A jar, which is like, you know what I'm saying, a jar size, or an entire person. That's a lot more eating that I'd be doing if I eat the person. And they're gonna scream throughout the entire thing? That's crazy. And they've never showered in 120 years. Not showering in 120 days is crazy, but 120 years and they've never showered? Sandpaper skin? Either way, this is gonna kill me. Like, there's spoiled milk in the first one, and well, their blood is like expired milk. But, you know, a rotting body that hasn't showered, a stink jar, oh my gosh. Like, it's gonna take me out either way. I'm not surviving either one of these, but I'd rather just chug the jar than eat the entire person's body while they scream at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So, in their hair, which has dandruff, and bro, who wrote this? Would you rather have the ability to teleport, except you can only teleport to very crowded places, and wherever you teleport, you're naked on arrival? As bonuses, you can only teleport during peak rush hour times of the day. You always arrive with a loud pop and a burst of lights and confetti, and you have no control over the exact spot you teleport. You can only pick a certain radius to randomly appear in, or have Wolverine style metal claws that come out of your hands. Except you have no way to control when the claws come out. They come out automatically when your forearm muscles flex in any way, shape, or form. Also, you have no healing power, so you're constantly bleeding wherever you go and probably cutting yourself by accident. Okay, so I'd rather like not have bleeding holes in my hands all the time, and cutting myself in my sleep. I'm not doing that. So that's out of the question. As for the teleportation, I can only go to crowded places. If I teleport to the middle of a mosh pit, the pop of confetti and lights, nobody's gonna notice that, you know what I'm saying? The only thing about that, I have no control over the exact spot I teleport, just the radius. So if I think, okay, mosh pit, just this general area, there's a very high chance that I can teleport inside somebody and make them explode, or I'll explode, whatever it is. Like, I can seriously hurt somebody. Like, my arm could be out a little bit, it teleports inside of their neck and they're cooked. Constantly be bleeding and cutting myself in my sleep, or potentially kill somebody. Well, I mean, it doesn't say that I have to teleport though. I can just not use my power. So let's say I don't teleport inside somebody. I'm inside the mosh pit, but I'm naked. They're all jumping up and down, rubbing up against me. I don't like the way that sounds. Rubbing up against metal claws in my sleep isn't gonna feel any better, so I'm taking the teleportation and just won't use it. Would you rather fight 10 10-year-olds all at once or a teenage gorilla? Now, to make things more interesting, if you chose the first option, they're all at the top of their gym classes. They're all armed with either a metal protractor, infinite wooden pencils, or safety scissors. This is a fight to the death. and they come at you in 10 different directions. This takes place in an empty 20 by 20 classroom. There's nothing around you that you can use to fight them. This is just bare hands. If you can manage to kill one of them, they will disappear from the arena so you're not tripping over bodies and such. As for the gorilla, not a full adult, but still a lot stronger than the average human being. All you get to fight this gorilla is a baseball bat and a bicycle helmet. But to be nice, I'll throw in some pepper spray that expired 4 years ago, hardly even potent. There is no making peace or de-escalating either one of these situations. Their only purpose in life is to be the last one standing. What are you doing? You don't want to underestimate a teenage gorilla. I get a bat, but all it takes is for them to grab the bat away from me and beat me with it. The bicycle helmet's not doing anything. Or 10 peak 10-year-olds with bare hands. A metal protractor is crazy. Wooden pencils are also crazy. They go for the neck. I mean, if they can even reach my neck, because I'm 6'7" and all that. Safety scissors. I mean, those still hurt. Those are still sharp. You can't have anybody behind you, so you got to get your back to a wall or maybe a corner and just, if I'm kicking full strength, some of them aren't going to get up for real. That's my tactic. Kick and then stomp when they're down. I'm fighting the 10-year-olds. I'm not fighting the gorilla. That's crazy work. I want to say thank you for watching my video, for supporting my content. Thank you for getting me to over 5,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Like, I'm really thankful for that. Just put God first, believe in yourself, surround yourself with good people. Just keep living, man. Chase your dreams. I have a lot more things planned than confession videos. I don't want to just be the confession guy. I want to be Josh Roberts, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, I'll see you next time.